This woman is a pioneer in our field. She started, as you heard, in romances. And in the day, if you were a romance writer, you were always going to be a romance writer. You just did not break out of the field. But Catherine had other ideas. So would you please talk to us about the code and the beginning of the FBI series?
Okay. First of all, I had to tell Gail, I was asked, well, would you rather sit at the panel table or in the easy chairs? And I did think about this, and I said, well, I'm the delivery assistant for these shoes, so we got to do the chairs. So, the shoes are good. Well, what had happened is I joined Putnam. I think this was, it's so hard. I'll never forget at one conference I was called an icon, and I just slunk away like being an extinct dinosaur, you know, or anyway. So they brought me on board to write historical romances because they didn't have somebody that sold a lot of the books like that at that time. And so I wrote 9 in a row, 3 trilogies, and I was burned to my heels, all the way to my heels. And you know how serendipity just flies into your life? You never, ever know. Any of us, it's all serendipity. And I was in Texas at a family reunion, and for the first time, my sister simply sidles up to me, and she said, have you ever heard of a little town on the coast of Oregon? It's called the Cove. She said they make the world's greatest ice cream, and bad stuff happens. Totally on point. So I told the editor, I said, I'm going to write this. And of course, I understood they didn't want it because, why fix it if it ain't broken? They were very happy. But I was wearing the red shoes, and they got really sharp heels. There was still no thought of a series in my brain. No, none at all. Which is why now I've been trying to go back to clean them up. Sherlock is alternately tall and short, thin, muscular, blue eyes, green. We're trying to clean it up, I promise. So don't freak out when you read her with green eyes and 5'3". This changed, okay. Oh, I made such a wonderful blunder. Oh, never do this, guys. I did the learning lesson for you. I went back and I was cleaning up some things in some former books before they reprinted them. And in the target, no, I'm sorry, in the edge, I mentioned, how did that work? I had mentioned 9/11 and how the world had changed. And that's when I became every conspiracy group in the United States got me because they said, you knew about it, and we saw that the book was published in 1999, and you knew about 9/11. I said, would you please look at the copyright? They don't care. They do not care about facts. Somebody read that, it was all over the internet, and after a while you just shake your head and go about your business, but don't ever monkey with things. Once you put it down there, it's not worth it, trust me. People will say, what's your inspiration? Well, there just ain't no inspiration, or it's very rare. What you do is you sit your butt in front of your computer and you work. You know, and every writer is different, as you know. And I just learned this a 1.5 years ago. I'm a pantser. That means I write by the seat of my pants rather than a plotser. But a really good writer friend of mine, on the walls of his office, he has a series of 3x5 note cards. And he gets up and looks at the one that's next to the red X, and then he writes that scene. When he finishes a scene, he gets up and marks it through and goes to the next one. And I'm just going, I mean, I can't imagine when I go to my office in the morning, I have no clue. I have no clue what those people are going to do. And a lot of times, I don't know who did what to whom, you know, 50 pages from the end, which means I'm going to fool you because there aren't any red herrings to see through that.
Do you see other points in your life where you changed directions or evolved in something new that surprised you?
Well, I cannot be specific about it at this time, but please keep in touch with me. Please keep in touch with me because, yeah, there's a real exciting, different project coming down the road. I'm sorry, I just can't say. I can't say more about it. it'll be a lot of fun. It's going to be a whole lot of
Well,
fun.
tell us when we'll know.
Probably within the next 6 months. Yeah.
And how will we know?
Well, if you come to my website and just join the newsletter, I do one a month, and I swear they're not too long and they're funny.